This is me and my granddad, Bruce, with the bushy mustache. This man is the reason that I got into cycling and sport from a young age, through harrier running and triathlon, and then eventually into cycling. He always pushed me to get into sport from a young age, and then I took over and really thrived in triathlon, running and cycling. And through consistent training, it has really taught me everything I know about life and how to succeed and where to take myself. He's always said with consistency and discipline, you can do anything. Up until the age of about 14, Bruce always ran and cycled with me, but about 15 years old is when we kind of crossed over the point well, I got too serious and had too much of a training program, and we stopped riding together. Obviously, I'd hit puberty, started developing some muscles, and was racing the full New Zealand circuit, so it just really didn't work for us anymore. Until 3 years ago, and he got his first e-mountain bike. And through this technology, we finally started riding together again after a 10-year hiatus. And over the last 3 years, we've ticked off 3 of the great rides in New Zealand: the Central Otago Rail Trail, the Rimutaka Rail Trail, and the Lake Dunstan Trail. As much as Bruce is pretending it's not, he is coming up 80 years old soon, is hopefully finally going to retire this year, and I have a plan for his retirement. Over the next 5 years, I want us to tick off all 23 great rides of New Zealand, so we have 20 more to go. But unfortunately, his old KTM just isn't going to cut the mustard, so I've got him a new bike. Alright, so for the last few years, these are the bikes that Grandad's been riding. This was his first one, full suspension, KTM, with a Bosch motor. Super nice bike, but limited to 32 k's an hour, no dropper post. And then for the last few months, he's been riding one of our higher bikes just to kind of test them out. Still with the Bosch motor, real nice bike, but for doing the rail trails and trying to do every single one of them, not quite the bike we need. So we have built him up the bike that he's going to be riding, and it is seriously nice piece of kit. So this is the Specialized tero-x 6.0. This is the top of the range model. It has a 710 watt hour battery, so much bigger battery capacity, so more time that he can spend in the higher modes going a bit faster. Not restricted to 32 k's an hour. Can go 45 k's an hour, which is pretty sick. Has the dropper post up and down as well. Makes it way easy to get on and off. Front and rear air shocks. Full fenders everywhere. It also has front and rear light built into the battery for rail trail tunnels and all that type of stuff. So you don't have to worry about that. And it has a nice screen. But the only thing with Grandad is that he has arthritis in his right hand, so he always swapped the brakes over to run Euro. But getting these shifters are quite stiff. I thought it would be a nice upgrade to put him on a wireless group set. So we've got the SRAM Eagle Axis, the electric shifter and the electric rear derailleur. So we're going to install that, and then this bike is going to be completely ready for him. Alright, there we have it, tero-x 6.0, upgrade to the wireless SRAM Axis. Beast of a bike for rail trails. Like, this is the ultimate rail trail bike. If you're going to go ride every single one of the rail trails, from the easiest all the way to the hardest grades, this will do everything. Now all we got to do is just take it down to Carterton and give it to Bruce. Right, there she is in all her glory. Grandad's currently out in there at the moment, so apparently they're going to drive down here and then the bike's just going to be sitting there ready for them. No, this is your, we've sold your KTM, I'm pretty sure. Yep. So I've replaced it with the bike that should be able to do all of the rail trails. So something a little bit more suited to you. So it's got...
What have we got?
So it's the top tero-x, so it's got 700 10 watt hour battery. It was like if your KTM had a range extender. We've set it up where we think it's roughly about your...
Did I have rear suspension on
You had your rear suspension on the KTM, but not on the Trek.
Yeah.
And then we've also upgraded it to electric gears. Oh. And we've swapped your brakes around.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it should be real easy on your hands as well. Fully electric gears, which you'll have to get used to, but you don't have to push them anymore.
I like that.
Yeah, so it should be... It's pretty cool, eh? Oh yeah.